Yep, we're doing another one of these, baby. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? Just Jake Reviews here, where I review albums, movies, and sports games. And today we are doing technically part 2, if you want to call it that, of this series. A few videos ago, I did a video called my top 10 favorite singers. Basically no rappers and no bands, like a solo pop artist. And that was a pretty fun video to make. So today we're doing something similar to that, but it's the big one. We got rappers. My top 10 favorite rappers of all time as of right now. Now, remember, I said favorite. I did not say best. So these are not the top 10 best rappers, I think, in my opinion, of all time. But mainly every rapper in this top 10 favorite rapper list is also in my top 10 best, but like the order's a little different. But yeah, this should be pretty exciting. I get to expand my music taste more with you guys since, I think since rap is my favorite genre of music, second only to rock, which we'll get to that in a few videos. But I figured a few videos ago I showcased who I liked singing. Now we're going to showcase who I like rapping. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into it. So, we got to start off with some honorable mentions. I can't just dive right into the top 10. There were a few rappers who missed the cut. And for honorable mentions, I have 2 here that I'm going to talk about. And mainly what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through every single rapper and talk about, how I got into them, what I like about them, what I dislike about them, all that fun stuff. So, once again, let's get into it. Our first honorable mention.
Yeah, but a nigga never gave 2 shits. Never been a bitch.
Now, I think JID is going to be a top 10 rapper of this decade when it comes down to the very end. I mean, this guy has already done so much with not a lot of music he's put out. He only has 3 albums. I think he'll come up with one this year, which I'm very excited about. This guy is universally loved by everyone who likes hip-hop now. This guy is freaking fantastic. And I think I hopped onto the JID train a little late, actually. I remember The Forever Story came out in 2022, and I did not hear it until I want to say maybe like 4 or 5 months after it came out. And I sort of got into his music a little bit in 2023, because 2022 is when he blew up. I was late, so I joined in 2023. Dance Now and Surround Sound were practically my entire 2023. It's actually insane since music was not the best in 2023. But JID, very talented, very young. I'm so happy he got the Eminem feature on Fuel. Freaking fantastic. He absolutely bodied that song. But I do think Eminem's verse is a little better. But yeah, once again, all we need is JID to just drop more music. I understand that he's pretty busy with tours right now, but if he just keeps, consistently dropping, he will be known as a top 10 best rapper this decade. All right, my last honorable mention is another rapper who I also believe is going to be a top 10 best rapper of all time this decade when it comes down to the very end. Man, Denzel Curry is literally awesome. I feel like this man is also really underrated. Denzel Curry, this guy can rap so good that it makes these rappers who have been rapping for, I want to say 10 years, who are still rapping now, look like crap. I mean, consistent discography, amazing lyrics, fun, upbeat songs. Not When I See Your Future, that is one of the best albums of 2022, probably top 3. I think Denzel Curry is fantastic, and seeing him live would be pretty cool. But yeah, once again, like I said about the album, Not When I See Your Future was my introduction to him. Obviously, he came out with the ultimate song when Vine was still a thing. The I am the one is that. Yeah, that song. And I've always knew that song, obviously, and I never really enjoyed that song until I heard Not When I See Your Future because every single person was talking about it. I heard the album and I was like, wow, this album is almost a masterpiece. I believe I gave it a 9 or something like that. And then normally when I listen to 1 to 2 albums by a new rapper or artist, normally if I really like them both, I'll do their entire discography. That's just how I roll with music. And Denzel Curry was amazing, no exception. Denzel Curry's discography is also fantastic. He has a lot of short little EPs in there, but those are also very good. And his album last year was Album of the Year for me. So, Rap Album of the Year for me, I should say. All right, but that's all for honorable mentions. 2 GOATs of this decade. Now let's get into the actual top 10. Okay, so number 10 on this list was the only number I had trouble with. I think I have 1 through 9 locked in pretty solid, but 10 I was going back and forth with. I think it was between 2 rappers and the other rapper who's not honorable mention or not on this list that, I like his music, but he's kind of been falling off lately. So number 10, I'm just going to say this guy because I am seeing him live at the end of June, which I'm very excited about. and he's pretty consistent. So number 10.
Are we still friends?
Tyler, the Creator. Oh man, is this guy has one of the best artistic evolutions out of any rapper ever. Like, the guy's amazing. Like, Chromacopia was fantastic. Igor, obviously, one of my 10s. I also love Wolf. I really do like Wolf. Not all his projects are good, because there was a point in his career where he was sort of that edgy Tyler that I'm not really feeling. Like, for example, I'm not really feeling Goblin or Cherry Bomb that much. But also, I think his production is really underrated. And I wouldn't say it's as good as his actual rapping and, outside the box attitude when it comes to lyrics. But his production is slept on. People got to talk about his production more. Once again, I think it just started off as knowing the song Earthquake, as everyone does if you're a Tyler fan. Then just hearing Igor and hearing it again and having Igor getting better every single listen. Because for the longest time, Igor was like a 9-7 for me because of I Don't Love You Anymore. But then that song kind of grew on me. It's still the worst song off the album. But Igor is now officially 10. And then just hearing his discography as we keep going and hearing Chromacopia last year, it's amazing. And Tyler could stay on this list at number 10. Once again, 9 through 1, pretty locked. I'm pretty confident. Definitely top 5, but I'm pretty locked with these 6, 7, 8, 9. Number 9, I'm almost scared to give this answer because he is not a great person, definitely right now, but I'm only talking about his music. So you can back off a little bit. Number 9. Oh man. Yeah, once again, music only. You know what they say. Let's talk about the music, not the artist. Okay? Do I agree with everything Kanye says? Absolutely not. Do I disagree with all of it? Mostly, yeah. I'm aware he's not the best person in the world, but his music. Let's not argue, right? His music is fantastic. If you are a big hip hop fan and you're a big fan of samples like I am, I think samples are one of the most important parts of hip hop. He is the king of this. He is the king at producing songs. He is the king at sampling songs. Everything about his music is amazing. I've always knew songs by him growing up a little bit, not a whole lot. Like, I like Gold Digger, I've heard of Stronger, I've heard of Power, I've heard of all those songs. And then just hearing people praise about his music, and then just hearing his whole discography, and he has one of the best discographies in all of hip-hop. Anything from The College Dropout, Dark Twisted Fantasy, I like Kids See Ghost, I like Donda. If I had to say one negative thing about Kanye, is that Vultures is awful. Vultures 1 and 2 are both completely dog shit and are not good, okay? They're not, okay? His last good album was Donda, and that's all. I also don't know a single thing about Bully when that's gonna come out, but who knows? But Kanye, number 9. Number 8, rest in peace.
Remind me of the color blue. Girl.
If you want to talk about one of the greatest hip-hop discographies of all time, then you gotta talk about Mac Miller. I talked about how Tyler has one of the best artistic hip-hop rapper evolutions, but Mac Miller might have him beat. You take his early stuff like Kids and Blue Slide Park, just him doing that fun frat rap, I don't really give a crap, I'm out of high school, out of college, that's awesome. Then you can go with some of his, really good produced, lyrically stuff like Faces and Watch Movies at the Sound Off. Then he has a little bit of like a jazz/rap turn where it's like Good AM and Divine Feminine, and then you have his sad stuff, which is Swimming in Circles. I did do a review on the channel of his album Balloonerism, which is also pretty good. But something about Mac Miller, his discography is always fun to go back to. If you are looking for some really solid produced tracks, then Mac Miller is definitely the rapper for you. And it sucks that we lost him so soon. Number 7, this is probably going to be the most unusual answer, but as the years have gone by, I love this guy. I love this guy's rapping. This discography, lyrics, production, especially production, this guy is fantastic.
Sweet are the things money can buy. When I fire up the program, feel like...
Yep, Logic. Logic, number 7. Yep, I don't know what it is. Has he made some questionable songs in the past? Absolutely. But going through all his albums and his whole discography, once again, I love his production. I love everything he does. The guy's a busy guy. The guy's trying to direct a movie. He has multiple personas. He makes beat tapes that are pretty good that I recommend if you like beat tapes. Everything about Logic is great. Back summertime of 2022, when he was going to drop Vinyl Days, he dropped Vinyl Days the exact same day as Drake's album, Honestly Nevermind. And I was like, okay. So that same day, one of the worst albums of that year dropped, and one of the best albums of that year dropped on the same day. It's pretty crazy. So after hearing Vinyl Days, I was absolutely completely shocked out of my mind because it was the first Logic album I've ever heard, and I was like, oh my god, this is fantastic. Yes, it is 30 songs, but not every song is perfect, but there's like 15 skits on the album, so whatever. And yeah, just following his music, then hearing College Park, and then hearing Ultra 85, and then going back and doing his whole discography was amazing. Bobby Tarantino 2, everything about it. Logic is great. Slept on for sure. Number 6, another rest in peace.
Roll it up, lace it, pop a few to chase it. I'm in my own.
You want to talk about prime emo rap, prime new rapper? Juice WRLD's the guy. Juice WRLD's the GOAT. I mean, the man has like 4 billion songs in the vault, and they decided to drop his last album last year, so that's fun. Amazing songs. He has some hype upbeat songs. He has slow songs. He has sad songs. You know, drugs, addiction, all that stuff. And just a really, really fun guy to be around. Like, all the videos you see of him just having a good time. We also lost him very, very soon. Being around people who were Juice WRLD fans got me into being a Juice WRLD fan. So shout out to them. All right, top 5. Here we go. The number 5, number 4, we got some oldies. So yeah, number 5.
Heineken, ricocheting between the spots that I'm hiding in. Black it out.
When it comes to lyrical genius, it's Nas. He's not the GOAT, obviously, but Nas is fantastic. He has like 20 freaking albums, which I have to do his discography pretty soon. I haven't done it in a while. Just hearing people talk about him, and you know, me finally being a hip-hop fan, I was like, I want to hear more lyrical stuff, and I wonder what rappers do that. And I mean, turns out Nas does. And I also, the one thing I like about Nas that I've always appreciated is his attitude towards actually releasing stuff. Like, the man is in his 50s and he's still working in the studio, releasing stuff. Like, the guy definitely hasn't retired. And, you know, hearing Illmatic, which is my favorite 90s hip-hop album of all time, it being at 10, fantastic. I love it. A lot of good albums, too. You got Lost Tapes, KD2, KD3 was pretty good. Really, really solid. Love Nas. Number 4, Legend.
Tyson, look what it did to Tyson. All that money in one night.
Number 4, we got Hove, one of the GOATs. Listen, how do you not love Jay-Z? If you're a rap fan, how do you not like Jay-Z? Jay-Z's got it all. Lyrics, production, beats, everything about that. Amazing discography. I just wish he would actually do something else. I mean, I think he's dropping a new album this year. Don't quote me on that, but he might be coming out of retirement, and this could be his final album. He's still doing like features and stuff, but in terms of making solo music, you don't make that much anymore. Anyways, in terms of Jay-Z, you got the Blueprint, you got the Black Album, Blueprint 3, Blueprint 2 is pretty underrated, Volume 3, 444. That's how I got into him, was hearing 444 and hearing the song 444, which has one of the best samples I've ever heard in hip-hop history, and then just listening to his whole discography. Number 3.
To freeze and then reseed. I'm C4 beneath your Jeep the second you turn that key.
I'm sure this guy has lost some respect after, you know, backing out of the diss track, but J. Cole is amazing. J. Cole is fantastic. When it comes down to it, he will be top 10 of this decade, for sure. I mean, you have like these hip-hop legends saying he's one of the best of this generation, which I totally agree with them. Consistent discography, you know, and he doesn't do a lot of features, unlike these other rappers. He doesn't have a lot of features, which makes you show that he cares about making sure he's on the spotlight. I think J. Cole is very good, and plus he also gained my respect more by dropping all those mixtapes that I've only heard once before on Spotify, which are very, very good. And his new song, Clouds, is still Song of the Year. Number 2, second favorite rapper of all time. I actually think he's the GOAT. He is the best rapper of all time, in my opinion. So, yeah, number 2.
Complex soul, they layered me up, then broke me down. The morality's dust I lacking.
It's Kendrick Lamar. It's Kenny Duckworth. It's Kendrick Lamar. Okay? Everyone can admit, if you're a hip-hop fan, everyone can admit that this guy is a good rapper. He is. Yes, did he annoy the hell out of us with that Not Like Us song on the radio? Absolutely. I still think it's a good song, but I wouldn't go on my way to play it. This guy might have the most perfect discography I've ever seen. The guy has 3 10s. 3 10s. And Mr. Morale and GNX are both also pretty good. I do think Kendrick is the GOAT. Whatever, that's my opinion. Yes, I don't really, care what people think. I listened to, I wasn't alive back in the 90s when all those, good rappers were around, so he's the best rapper I've ever heard. I'll put it to you that. Just disagree in the comments if you want. I'll probably reply and we can have a friendly little conversation or not, whatever. And number 1, my favorite rapper of all time, my favorite artist of all time. He is literally my GOAT at everything. I feel like my channel is still relatively new, but people I think know already since I've reviewed 3 of his albums already. Yeah, just put it up.
Be the daddy that neither one of us had, but I keep running from something I never wanted so bad.
I mean, it's Eminem. It's Eminem. The answer has been Eminem for my favorite rapper since I was, 14 years old. Yeah, which I'm acting like it's a while ago, but that's only almost 6 years. God damn. Say what you want about his new stuff not being as good. I do think his old stuff is a little better, but I love everything he makes except Revival. That album sucks. He will always be my favorite, my number 1. Do I think he's the best rapper of all time? I think he was. I think he's my number 2. Kendrick's my number 1. But in terms of favorite, he's number 1, Kendrick's number 2. It's a weird little flip-flop. But yeah, everything this guy makes. I mean, this guy has been my most played artist on Spotify Wrapped for the last 3 years, I think. Maybe it was Kanye 3 years ago, but in the last 2 years? I do Eminem's discography at least twice a year. I know, right? It's addicting. Every single time I do his discography, I find something new. I find one more new, interesting thing that I'm like, oh, I noticed that before. Or a few opinions on songs in the past that I've had change, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. I now like this song. I now enjoy this song. Once again, if you'd like me to do a video on more Eminem stuff, like a top 30 Eminem songs, ranking every Eminem album, I could totally do that. I'm totally down to do that. I want suggestions from you guys. But yeah, Eminem is my favorite music artist of all time. I listen to, gosh, I don't even know how many hours I have put into this guy's music. No disrespect to Pac and Biggie. I'm not hating. They're both great, but they're not on my list, okay? I like newer hip-hop. So that's all I'm going to say. Anyways, that's going to be it for today's video of my top 10 favorite rappers. Make sure to leave a like and hit the subscribe button, please. I would like some support on this video. And let's try to make our way to 50 subscribers. Come on, I know we can do it. I believe in all you guys, okay? But yeah, once again, make sure to leave a comment on the video. And, we can talk about whatever you want about this list, about the upcoming plans of the channel, whatever. So yeah, all that fun stuff. I reply to everyone, pretty much. But anyways, thank you all for watching this video. And I'll see you next time. Peace.